Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Louder, louder. More louder. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Jaya Panchatattva, 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 Jaya Panchatattva. Jaya Panchatattva, 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 Jaya Panchatattva. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की वो प्रबंधी।
Mama, how many hours was that? 4? Very good. What? Then for half an hour.
You're cold. You're cold. You're cold.
It's cool outside. I feel cool.
Okay.
So after some time I will give you.
Okay. Chai.
Now the weather is improving.
What?
Now the weather is
Yeah,
improving.
yeah.
It's getting warm.
I got a cold this weekend though. I'm naughty.
Weather change.
It's better not be permanent markers.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya जया कुंज बिहारी जया जय गोपी जय वल्लभ जया गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जय वल्लभ जया जय गोपी जय वल्लभ जया ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवै गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे। हरे कृष्ण। So I welcome you all and my humble obeisances to all the senior disciples and senior devotees over here and each and every Vaishnava and Vaishnavi. So today I have decided to take a very interesting and important topic for all the Vaishnavas. So recently we celebrated Mahashivratri. So today we are going to speak, understand by the mercy of Lord Shiva, we are trying to speak something, some little tattva and pastimes of Lord Shiva from various Puranas. Because it's very important for us to understand the glories of Lord Shiva, Mahadev, and how we are connected with Mahadev in each step of our journey, this spiritual journey. So I'll be using this whiteboard. If you want to take notes, please feel free, because this is the first part. So we'll be following Shukadev Goswami. Shukadev Goswami has first given the philosophy and then the pastimes. So we are going to follow the same thing. First we'll have some philosophy, a bit technical, but we have to understand that unless we understand the basics, we won't be able to relish the pastimes, and we'll just take Lord Shiva as someone ordinary, or any, for that matter, anyone, just someone ordinary. So can we keep? Here. Okay, so we'll begin with our original home, that is the spiritual world. The world that we are living in today is material world. Okay, there are two different worlds. Our journey is from this material world back to the spiritual world where we are from. So the spiritual world is called Vaikuntha planets, our real home, and somehow we have come to this material planet, that is this material world. Now in the Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says, if you know, you can recite with me, Ishvara Param Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govindam Sarvakarana Karanam Chintamani Prakara Sarma Sukalpa Vriksha Vrikshavriteshu Surabhira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahastra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govindamali Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So he's saying that Lord Krishna is the cause of all causes.
Krishna no meaning.
What?
Krishna no meaning.
Okay. His name is maybe Krishna. So.
His name is Gurudev, that means Krishna.
Okay. So Lord Brahma, he confirms, someone who has created this this material world, he is confirming that if we trace back, it all goes back to Krishna, and there is nothing beyond that. He is the cause of all the causes, and Krishna confirms the same in Bhagavad Gita. Matta paratarat nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya 7.7 and 10.8 as well. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. There is nothing above or beyond me. So now let's use this board to understand this lineage, and then we'll come to the pastime. So it will be very easier for you to know this. Now this is from the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So as you can see here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is standing in the middle. So he is Lord Krishna himself, and he has given this science, and he has made us understand this whole philosophy. So I'll just try to exactly replicate what I've read from Srimad Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you got my key? So this is the spiritual world, and this is material world where we are currently. Okay. Hare Krishna. That's the spiritual world. This is the material world. And there's a river that divides the spiritual world and the material world, that is called Viraja River. Viraj River. There is a story, a pastime behind it, but we don't have the time. This is one of the gopis of Brajadham, and she has taken shape of this river. Now let's come to the spiritual world. So as Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and everyone actually confirms, Lord Shiva has also confirmed the same thing in Padma Puran. Aradhana Nam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhana Param. He also says that out of all the worship of Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu is the topmost. But we'll try to understand the relationship between Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna, and the relationship between us, Lord Shiva, and Lord Krishna. Now, in the spiritual world, there are millions of planets. And the same is in the material world. There are millions and billions and trillions of planets. We just live in one of such planets. We'll come there. Now, in the spiritual world, there is one planet called as Golok Vrindavan Dham. Okay? So this is Golok. Golok Vrindavan Dham is divided into four. First is Braj Dham. Braj. That is Vrindavan. Okay? One is Gokul, where Krishna did the Damodar Leela. Namamishwaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundale Gokule Bhajamanam. Gokul. Okay? Then we have Mathura, Dwarka. Okay? And then we have Shvetadweep, that is Mayapur. Shvetadweep Dham, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there. So these are the four dham in Golok Vrindavan Dham, four portions. The original Krishna, that Lord Brahma and we all know, he is here in Braj Dham. The original. Okay? When Lord Krishna has to serve and create everything, he takes the first avatar as Lord Balaram. Okay? And when Lord Balaram has to serve Krishna in Braj Dham, he assumes the form of Mool Sankarshan. Mool Sankarshan. Okay? Sorry. Here it is Balaram, and when Lord Balaram has to serve Krishna outside Braj, in Gokul, Mathura, or Mayapur, then he assumes the form of Mool Sankarshan. Mool Sankarshan. That is in Braj Dham, Mool Sankarshan. Now when Lord Balaram has to serve Krishna outside Golok Dham, in the Vaikuntha planets, he assumes the form of Mahasankarshan. Mahasankarshan. Okay? That is the form. This Mahasankarshans then further assumes the Chaturvyu form. The Chaturvyu form is, so I'll just get rid of this now. The Chaturvyu form is, who can say? Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. Now these four, they come to this material world as Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughan. Okay, these four. Mahasankarshans assume the form of these four. So he basically comes as Sankarshan, but then he assumes this four form. And these four come down as Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughan. Okay? From this Sankarshan, there is another second Chaturvyu, is the same. V, S, P, A. That is Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. And here, then, there is a concept that they have to transcend and create the material world. So this up till here is spiritual world. This is all happening in the spiritual realm. That is our original home. Now from here we will come down to the material world, and there we will find the concept of Lord Shiva and how we all relate. So I'll just get rid of this. Is this okay for everyone so far? Okay, you can take a photo if you want, Prabhu. Yeah. We are almost there, half part is done. Okay, so now Vasudev, Sankarshan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna. From here now starts the material creation or material world. This Sankarshan now comes down as Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu further expands as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. But there is a lot of things happening between these two now. There is a lot of concept between here to here. So Mahavishnu, now the material process, the material creation, this is now where we are. It all begins from Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu now starts glancing on this material world, Prakriti, that is Maya Devi. So here let's say it's Maya Devi. We initially are all here. All of us, we are called Jeev. We are all inside the body of Mahavishnu initially. And with the two eyes of Mahavishnu, from one of the eyes, all of us come out. All of us are residing inside the body, we come out through one of his eyes. And from the second eye comes the Kala Shakti. Because the time concept is only in the material world, it is not in the spiritual world. Okay? So time. So let's say there are two eyes. Okay? So from one of the eyes comes Jeev, that is all of us. From the second comes time or Kal.
What's time?
Do you know the time? It's day, night,
Oh, that.
that. Okay? So that's time. Both of that comes. Now the concept is that no one should look at someone else's wife, isn't it? You have to be loyal and faithful to your own wife. So Mahavishnu will not look at someone else's wife. Who is Maya Devi? Mother Durga. And who is the husband of Mother Durga? Lord Shiva. So Vishnu is not, Lord Vishnu is not going to look at someone else's wife. So what happens here is, with Sankarshan, there is another tattva called Sadashiv. Now this Sadashiv is Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna and Sadashiv. They are the same. This is Narayan Tattva, Sadashiv. Sadashiv expands into Shambhu. Into whom? Shambhu. Shambhu is the husband of Maya Devi, of Mother Durga. So Shambhu becomes the rays, the eyesight, the rays of Mahavishnu. And Shambhu carries all of us and the time, and he comes in contact with Maya Devi. Okay? He comes in contact with Maya Devi. Who? Shambhu. Shambhu. He carries all of us. That is here, Jeev. Can you see from there? Yeah? He carries all of us and Kal. And he comes in contact with Maya Devi, and the creation of this material universe begins. And this thing is called Shivling. You invert this.
What's it called?
Shivling. This is Shivling that we worship mostly in India, in the temples. This is the meaning of Shivling. This is the symbol that all of us are being carried by Shambhu to this material world. and he becomes the eyesight because you cannot look at someone else's wife. So he says, I'll come because Lord Vishnu is in the mode of goodness. And here you have to assume mode of ignorance for the creation of this material world. Now Lord Vishnu will never come in contact of mode of ignorance. And who is the god of mode of ignorance? Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva says, I am going to do this task. So understand this, there is no difference between Krishna and Sadashiv. Sadashiv expands into Shambhu. Shambhu expands into Lord Shiv that we know today. Lord Shiv. The rays that carries forward is Lord Shiva, and he then contacts with Mother Durga, and the whole creation process then begins. Okay? And then Lord Shiva further expands into 11 Rudras.
Rudra.
Rudra. Yes.
Rudra is my friend.
Questions at the end too. Yeah. Okay, your friend Rudra. So, in the end, these 11 Rudras, they do the destruction of whatever was created here. So, Lord Shiva, he is in the beginning. Lord Shiva is in the middle, maintaining everything. And Lord Shiva is at the end, destructing and annihilating everything. That is the power, that is the glories and identification of Lord Shiva. People get confused thinking that Lord Shiva is different than Lord Krishna. There is no difference in the Tattva. The Sadashiv Tattva is Narayan Tattva. It is not different than Lord Krishna's Narayan Tattva. Okay? But then the question comes, why is Lord Shiva called a demigod? Isn't it? You might have heard in ISKCON he is called a demigod. He's called a demigod because he's assuming the role of a demigod. For instance, let's say Tom Cruise, he played what was in any movie, he played some role, Mission Impossible. He might have a name, Jack something, I don't know the name, whatever the name is. Let's say he plays it so well. Let's say he played a role and his character was Jack. Okay, assuming. Now he played it so well that people know him by Jack. They don't refer him by Tom Cruise, they're just calling him Jack because he has played the role so wonderfully. Lord Shiva has assumed this role so wonderfully, and he has taken the role of becoming the head of all the devatas. That is why he is called Mahadev. Okay? And because he is controlling this time and everything, he is called Mahakal. Because he is taking and controlling time. So Kal, whoever controls Kal is Mahakal. That is why this is the meaning, this is the symbol of Shivling. Many people confuse this. They don't understand what Shivling is or what it stands for, but it is a symbolic representation of all the Jeev, all of us being transferred from one world to the other world. And Lord Shiva assists. From Sadashiv comes Shambhu, from Shambhu comes Shiv, and then Shiva, he assumes the form of 11 Rudras and annihilates everything. Now if you think it's simple, let's get more complicated. Is duster better than this? Okay. I'll use duster. Now there is only one Shambhu. There is only one Shambhu. Sadashiv is a Tattva, Shambhu is only one. It's not numerable. Shambhu expands into Lord Shiva. Okay? And Mahavishnu. From the body of Mahavishnu, from each pore, one universe comes out. Okay? One universe comes out from each pore of Mahavishnu when he takes breath. When he exhales, it comes, and when he inhales, the world is destructed. Now Mahavishnu enters as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So I will just write as GV. Garbhodakshai Vishnu. And Lord Shambhu comes as Lord Shiva. And there is Brahmaji. Now let's say there are millions of universes. So Mahavishnu enters in each universe as Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Shambhu enters as Lord Shiva, and Brahmaji enters. And this is Trinity. Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. These three enter. We can have question at the end. Yeah? So these three enter each and every universe that is infinite in number. All these three enter and then they govern every universe. You want to go in more depth? More depth? Okay. Now let's take example of our universe. Okay? Oh, I was supposed to use that, wasn't it? Indication.
So, I think it could be more better because whoever watching online, whatever you're writing, that's not clear.
It's not clear.
Not that much.
So
Why the green one?
what?
Green
The
marker.
green one.
The green one? Okay. So before we begin, let's just revise. So what's happening so far is, from the spiritual world to the material world, Mahavishnu, he is glancing at Mother Durga. Who is carrying the glance? Shambhu. He is becoming the rays, the eyesight of Lord Mahavishnu. Through one of the eyes, we all are coming, the jivas. From the other eyes, Kal Shakti, or the time that is coming out. They both are coming in, they are all meeting Mother Durga, Prakriti or nature. And then that is the symbolic representation of Shivling. And this is how we are entering. Now what's happening is, it will be too technical actually. So now we will come into the three modes of material nature and how one of the mode is so the three modes, when they are in equilibrium, it's called pradhan. I think we should skip that, it's going to be too much. And then mode of ignorance is activated, and then there are 26 elements, and how then we all come into being. We have recently started Bhagavad Gita chapter 13, and in the 13th chapter all these things are discussed. Okay, but for this class, just understand Sadashiv, that is Vishnu Tattva. From him is coming Shambhu, that is only one for the entire creation, spiritual world, the material world. Shambhu expands into Lord Shiva. This is the Lord Shiva that we know today. Okay, and Lord Shiva assumes the form of Rudra, 11 Rudras, and this is infinite. There are many because he enters into each and every, is the same person but entering each and every universe, and he is also in our universe. Because he is assuming the role of a demigod, that is why we are calling him as a demigod. But if we were to reference Sadashiv, it is an offense to call Sadashiv as a demigod. He is not a demigod. He is God. He is none other than Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. But here we say as demigod. So this is the clarification why in ISKCON Lord Shiva is called a demigod and not a god. So this is not something offensive or someone is against Lord Shiva. It is just that this is the hierarchy, and because we are now discussing the material world, and in the material world he is assuming the form of a demigod, there is that Lord Shiva is a demigod. Is that clear so far? We can have the questions in the end. Okay? Okay. So I think let's not get it more complicated. We'll now come to the past tense. Okay, so I'll just keep it as it is, and then when I reference, maybe I can reference this. Okay, so now let's, after understanding this fact and clarification, now we'll go to the interesting pastime of Lord Shiva, that is full of knowledge and also very humorous. We all know from Srimad Bhagavatam that Mother Sati, when she got to know that Lord Shiva was insulted in one of the yajna of her father Daksha, so she gave her life. She burned her body and then she quits her body. At that time, Lord Shiva, he becomes very, very sad to learn the whole thing. And then he goes into 87,000 years of samadhi. So how much can we chant? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 24 hours maybe, if you are a pure devotee. Lord Shiva chanted for 87,000, not our years, celestial 87,000 years. We cannot even comprehend. Now, at that time, there was a demon by the name Tarakasur. And he started creating havoc in the society because Lord Shiva was in complete trance. He pleased Lord Brahma, and from Lord Brahma he got a boon. First he said, I want to become immortal. Lord Brahma said, I myself am not immortal. How can I give you that boon? Ask for something else. He used his intelligence and he thought that Lord Shiva, his wife is dead now. He thought that Mother Sati is someone ordinary. Mother Sati or Mother Durga, they are not ordinary. It's also Shakti Tattva. They cannot die. Lord Shiva can never die, immortal. He is a Tattva, he is not a person like you and I. So he assumed that she is dead now. So he got a boon that only Lord Shiva's son can kill me. Because in his mind he was convinced that when the wife is dead, how will he have a son? So the boon was only Lord Shiva's son is going to kill that demon Tarakasur. Now all the demigods, they approached Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma approached Lord Vishnu. That what is the solution? Lord Vishnu said the solution is very simple. Let's get him married. So Mother Sati, she reincarnated as Mother Parvati. And the name Parvati because she was the daughter of Parvat, Himalaya, him. So that is why Parvat is mountain in Hindi, in Sanskrit. So that is why she was given the name Parvati. As she was born, her spiritual master was Narad Muni, and he told that you go and you do penances and you will get Lord Shiva as your husband. Now Lord Brahma, he meets the father of, he meets him, and then the marriage is fixed without Lord Shiva knowing. So Lord Vishnu, he goes and he wakes Lord Shiva from his meditation. He says, what? Your marriage has been fixed. This is your invitation card, reach for your wedding. Now Lord Shiva is like, no, I am in rapt attention. I cannot do this. Lord Vishnu says, don't worry. I know that you are sad because your wife left. So it's your own wife you will be marrying, but now she has reincarnated she has a different name, that is Parvati now. So Lord Shiva, he becomes very, very happy. And we all have to understand that this is the quality of Lord Shiva that we all must have in our lives. Lord Shiva, his heart completely melted when Lord Ram, Lord Vishnu did this for him. So he thought that today you have united me with my wife. A day will come, I will do the same for you. Shankar, Suvarna Kesari Nandan, Tej Pratap Mahajagavandan. Lord Shiva assumed the form of Lord Hanuman, and Lord Hanuman united Mother Sita with Lord Ram. So he returned the favor. So all the Vaishnavas must learn from Lord Shiva that if anyone does any little for us, we should always return the favor multifold. And this whole story is about Guru uniting a devotee with God. So here Lord Vishnu, he played the role of a Guru. And he is uniting Shakti. Mother Parvati, she is Jiva Tattva. And Lord Shiva, he is Ishwar Tattva. So God is meeting with Jeev. And who is the factor? That is Guru. And Lord Shiva did this repeatedly. Once he did in the form of Lord Hanuman, he united Mother Sita, who is Jiva Tattva, with Lord Ram, who is Bhagavan Tattva. And he also united Tulsi Das, who is Jiva Tattva, with Lord Ram, who is a Guru Tattva. He assumed the form of a parrot. And then he united, like he said to Tulsi Das, that the person standing in front of you is none other than your worshipable God, that is Ramchandra. So we have to understand the importance of Guru first, that unless we get a Guru, we won't be able to meet God. And second, if anyone does even a little thing for us, we must always return the favor. So Lord Shiva became very happy and he said, I am going to return this favor, and he actually did that. Now the story continues. all the devatas, they became so happy because they were bored actually. They said, we have not been to party in a long time. So what happens is they immediately get dressed and rushes towards the party. So they've all reached the village of Mother Parvati and they are dancing. And they forgot the Dulhe Raja, they forgot Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva is there. And where is Lord Shiva? He is in Shamshan Ghat. He is in a funeral home because he loves to be there and meditates. Now the Shivagan, the people of Lord Shiva, they were a bit offended that look at these demigods, look at the devatas. They are so happy they forgot our master. But they thought that are we less? We can also do this, we can also do makeup. Now they had never done this before. So they Googled. And then the first step was that the groom should take bath. That is step one. You should take bath before your marriage. So and now these people, they are ghosts and spirits, all the gun of Lord Shiva. They go to Shamshan Ghat funeral house. There were fresh ashes. They take 2-3 bucket full, come and pour it over Lord Shiva. And they are talking to each other. Now he looks fresh. So step one completed. Now he's fresh. Now what is the second step? The second step is you should have a mukut, a crown. So now from where will we get crown? So they ask Lord Shiva, they say that, do you have anyone in your life? So he says, see, I have only one person, that is Lord Rama. So then they say, can't you ask, he is king, Lord Rama is the king of Ayodhya, right? So he can at least donate you one crown for the day. So Lord Shiva said, no crown, I am not wearing a crown. So what do we do? So there was a very big bouncer, 10 feet tall. He stands up and he opens the jata, the matted lock of hair, and he ties it up and makes a crown. And Lord Shiva says, perfect, good, we go with it. Now what is the third step as per Google? The third step is there should be mori or sehra. You know, there are flowers like this. So the crown, if you have been to Indian weddings, you would know that in the crown there are these things hanging over here, hanging over there. Now they are looking here and there, from where will we get? So Lord Shiva asked them, wait a minute, what will you do with it after the marriage? So they say, we will throw it in the river. So Lord Shiva says, how dare you? If I have taken care of anything, it is never to be thrown. So find something that we won't be able to throw. Now they go here and there. There were baby snakes who were dancing because their master is getting married today. So then they catch hold of few of them, handful of them, and then they stick over the matted hair, and they become the Mauri. And then what is next? So they say the next is he should wear a garland like this, but a bigger one. So he should wear a garland. So they say there was a snake, Vasuki. They take and then they just make a garland of a snake. And then the kids of the snake become the armlets, the bracelets, and everything. Now they feel like that everything is ready. But then they check Google again. They say, wait a minute. He is supposed to be dressed. He is naked, completely naked. Now Lord Shiva said, look, I agreed for everything, but this I cannot agree for. Lord Shiva is Digambar. He doesn't wear anything. Why? Because he has actually understood Bhagavad Gita. You are not this body, you are soul. Now do not imitate Lord Shiva. People will send you to mental hospitals, but yeah, he doesn't wear much. So after many hours of persuasion, the Shivgan said that at least we have some image in the society. How will it look that the groom is going completely naked? So at least for us, just cover your waist, that's it. This is all we are asking. Lord Shiva said, how would we do that? So then they said, you are sitting on this bag, this is the skin of a tiger. Just wear that. So he said, but how are we going to tie it? So then they spoke to one snake, and it was a very serious discussion. They said, see, today the pride of Lord Shiva lies at you. Don't leave your position until this marriage is completed. So the snake agreed. And then he wrapped the waist of Lord Shiva. Now the final check was that you have to sit in a good car. Let's bring a limousine or something good, and then the procession will start. procession and in this Bharat, the Bharat will start. Lord Shiva said, this is not possible. Why? He said, my whole life I've been sitting on Nandi, that is the bull of Lord Shiva. And today, on my best day of my, the happiest day of my life, I am not going to deprive him of that opportunity. So I am going to sit on Nandi. Then they say, what is this, master? But he said, no. And after everything, then it was settled, fine, he is going to sit. And the best part was he was sitting facing the wrong way. And after everything, Lord Shiva then sits and he asks, so how am I looking? And they run, say, you are looking killer today. People are going to die. And they actually died. So they take one colossal and they put here. Nazar na lage, so that you are safe from evil eye. Now just understand what sort of people are going to get married. So then he is going, there was a very newly appointed Shivagana. He said, I will commit suicide. First someone tell me what's going on. I am going to just lay over, you will have to get over my body. First tell me what's going on. Why are you allowing all this to happen? So they asked, so someone revealed. And now this is the lesson from Lord Shiva. He asked, why did he take a bath from ashes? Why is wearing ashes all over his body? So then Lord Shiva explained that once what happened was someone had died. This was the very first time someone died. And everyone started chanting Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Meaning the Lord of Lord Ram is the only truth. So when I heard my God's name Ram, I joined that party. And I also started saying Ram Naam Satya Hai, Ram Naam Satya Hai, and I went behind them, the whole procession. And then I saw that the body was burnt. But after that happened, people started cursing the dead. They said, why did he have to die on St. Patrick's Day? We had to drink. Now because of him, we have to be here. And then he took so much of money from us, he never returned our debt. And they all started speaking ill about the dead person. So Lord Shiva said, I did not like that. I did not like, because now they were carrying on the shoulders and now they are speaking ill about that person. After he was burned, the only thing that remained true there was the ashes. That is why from that day onwards, I made friends with these ashes and I wear those ashes on my body. He asked the second question, why did not he wear a golden crown? He said, because that represents ego. And if you wear something golden, everyone will be jealous of you. And I don't want to do that. So my matted locked hair are more than enough. And what is the third? Why snakes hanging? Why are you doing that? So he said, see, snakes are representation of Kal. Kal means time. So when you are going to get married, that means you are going to get related to someone in this material world. Now you forget that time factor, that you have limited time. It's like happily married after. But there is no after, you have to die afterwards. So Lord Shiva is teaching that do not get very happy that you will be living eternally with your spouse. No, you have to die one day, so you have limited time. Use that time to chant the names of God. So this is the lesson. And then, but some other concept, see, someone who can take Kal and wrap it on his head, that is called Mahakal. This is the power of Mahakal, that he is taking the Kal and hanging it on his crown and he is walking like a lion. Everything is fine. Why are you sitting on a bull? I am sitting on a bull because the bull represents Dharma. Dharma is duty. You are going to get married, that doesn't give you the license that you can do anything now after you get married. You still have to live by the rules of the Dharma. That is why I am sitting on the bull. Everything is fine. Why are you sitting in the wrong way? Why are you sitting like that? He said, because the groom walks in front and all the people walk behind the groom. And Lord Vishnu is going to be one of the people in that procession. So he said, you must never face your back towards God. So that is the reason I am sitting like this. So that I will always face my God, Lord Vishnu, Lord Ram. And then the procession starts. It begins. After it begins, what happens is, the Devatas, they are all very nicely dancing over there. So some of the Shivgan, they get offended. They think that today is our master's wedding. Why are these devtas enjoying so much? We must be enjoying. So then immediately Lord Vishnu comes and he says to Lord Shiva that, do you remember something? Then Lord Shiva remembers. When Lord Ram was about to get married, there were many ghosts who wanted to be part of the wedding. But then they were not denied the entry. At that time, they were all crying. Lord Shiva was also one of the guests in Lord Ram's wedding. So he asked, why are you crying? Because we are denied the entry. He said, don't worry, one day when I will get married, you will all be my guests. So at that time, he asked his topmost Shivgans, you go and call all the ghosts in the world. Now they go and then they give invitation. Mr. Ghost, please come with Mrs. Ghost and your kids. And then within blink of an eye, the quantity of the ghosts, it was double than the quantity of the demigods. But you can imagine how the ghosts would be dancing. So their coordination, their dancing, it was completely mismatched. Tulsidas says, na bhuto na bhavishyati. This barat has never been seen in the past, in the present or in the future. This is only a peculiar kind of procession. And then they are dancing, they have never danced their whole life. They are singing, they don't even have face. Someone has 10 eyes, someone has 10 heads, someone has no head, someone has no hands, someone has no legs, and these are the people and they are dancing and they are shouting like dogs and the wolves and the jackals, and then this is how the barat is coming. Now what's happened is the barat, they were coming near. Everyone who saw Lord Shiva like this, they fainted and died. Now they are going. So after some time, Indra, he saw and he said, my goodness, what is this? He thought that if we enter like this, they are going to throw us away and they will put a red flag and we will never be invited to any weddings in the future. So he said, all the Shivgan, you remain backwards, the demigods, we will be in the front. Now all the Shivgan and the ghosts and the spirits, they took out all their guns, missiles and everything to kill the demigods. So Indra said, no, you are misunderstanding us. I am asking you to be at the back because look at your Dulha, your Lord Shiva. He is looking so beautiful that people, you will have evil eyes. So you stay at the back, we will stay in the front. Then they say, Fir theek hai, then it is okay. You continue, we will be at the back to save our precious, very good looking Dulha. And after that, the procession is going on. And there were some kids. You know the kids, they are very, very anxious at the time of wedding. They are running here and there. So then the mother said, don't run, go and look how the people are, how that side is. Go and look. So 10 of them went, 5 died on the spot. 3 of them was in ICU, and then 2 of them, they came back. And they completely closed the door. And then they were asked, what happened? They said, don't even think about it. Why? Then Tulsidas, he sings a very, very beautiful pad. He says, Tan chhar vyal kapal bhushan jatil nagan bhayankara sangbhut preta pishach jogini bikat mukh rajani chara jo jiyat rahi barat dekhat punya badte hukar sahi dekhi so uma vivahu ghar ghar baate asi larikan kahi. So the Larkan, the boy, they said that whoever lives after looking at this scene that we have just seen, he supposed he is a very pure soul. Because the common people, they are going to die today. Why? Because this groom, he is completely naked, first of all. So now here, there are some sages who explain. 2 explanations are there. The first explanation is because the kids were small and because Lord Shiva was elevated and his upper body was completely naked. He was not wearing anything, so probably they only saw him upward from his waist. So they assumed if upward is naked, he must be naked completely. And the second explanation is, you remember that snake? He failed. So he could not contain his enjoyment and he started dancing. And Lord Shiva, as the waist cloth slipped. Lord Shiva became very happy. Now I'm comfortable. This snake was making it really uncomfortable for me. Now I'm happy. Now this is how I'm gonna get married. So then they come, and at that time the bride side, now they are getting very anxious that why are they getting late, because 4 hours it was just to convince Lord Shiva to wear clothes. So that is why everything started very late. Now they are entering. So what's happening is that first Lord Indra, he entered. So the mother of Mother Parvati, her name was Maina. She asked to Narad Muni, is he the groom? So Narad Muni said, who? He is a servant. He is a servant. He is just catering and doing all this business. So she said, but he is so beautiful. Yeah, but he is a servant. Then behind Lord Indra was coming Lord Vishnu. And as she saw Lord Vishnu, she started doing the arati of Lord Vishnu, thinking that he is the groom. Lord Vishnu said, no. He is coming back. I am just a friend. Now Mother Maina, she is telling to her friends that if the servant is so beautiful, the friend is so beautiful, just imagine how beautiful my son-in-law is going to be. And Lord Vishnu is smiling mentally he's smiling. If you are alive, then we'll talk about it later. And then from a distance, Narad Muni, he sees Lord Shiva. As soon as he sees Lord Shiva, before that, Mother Maina, she was glorifying Narad Muni. Oh Narad Muni, you are the sun rays of this family. You have aligned this wedding. Because of you, we are getting such and such good son-in-law and everything. So he was very happy. But then he saw Lord Shiva from a distance. Immediately he says, I'm getting a WhatsApp call, and he ran from there. And he was nowhere to be seen after that. After that, what happened is, now they are getting restless. Where is the groom? Where is the groom? So all of a sudden they see a bull entering. They did not see anything else, just the bull entering. As the bull entered, all the rishis, Lord Brahma said, it's very auspicious. First, do the arati of the bull. So they started doing the arati of the bull. Lord Shiva smiled. He said, very good. At least he got good respect. Now after that they asked, where is the dulha? Where is the boy? And then Lord Vishnu then says, look, someone sitting on this. Who? This? And as he turned, Mother Maina, she took her plate and she fainted. Now Lord Shiva said, he called Nandi, he said, Nandi, is there a custom? Everyone who is watching me, they are dying. What is this? Nandi said, Maharaj, you are looking so beautiful today. We told you, killer look, right? You are killing today. He said, okay. And then she regains her consciousness and she becomes so angry. Where is that Narad? Now Narad Muni is on a WhatsApp call. He is nowhere to be seen. And then she just stamps out of there. She's so furious. Then all the Shivgans, they feel very insulted. They call a emergency meeting with Lord Shiva. They call him aside, pull him aside. Come, what happened? What do you mean what happened? Didn't you see your insult? What insult? Nandi told me it's a custom that they see the groom, they fall down. I thought it's a custom. No, it's not a custom. They are insulting you, Lord Shiva. No, they are not insulting me. Then why did your mother-in-law, she fell and then she shouted, yelled at you, and then she said bad words and cursed, and then she stamped out. So then Lord Shiva said, see, she did not see me. She saw the snakes actually. So she yelled at the snake, she did not yell. So Lord Shiva is one such person who never sees fault in anyone, never. He is beyond words, the qualities of Lord Shiva. Even who can take this insult? Even the ghosts are insulted. They are insulted, and Lord Shiva here is saying, he is defending that no, actually this is the custom. And the second is, she yelled at the snake. She yelled at Kal, she did not see Mahakal. This is what he said. And then after that, Mother Maina, she rushes towards her child, her daughter, locks the door and starts crying that no, this is not happening. No. This is not what I signed for. And then after some time, then Lord Brahma comes, Lord Vishnu comes. They counseled Mother Mana, and they said that you are not understanding who Lord Shiva is. First, understand who your daughter is. She is not some ordinary girl named Parvati. She is the original Shakti Tattva. She is Shakti. And then they narrate her past life that she is Sati, she is the original wife of Lord Shiva. And the Lord Shiva that you saw today, he is a carefree person. He is an avadhut because he is not on the bodily consciousness. He is completely transcendental. For instance, you see Nityananda Prabhu here. He is also one of avadhut. Prabhupada used to say he is our mad uncle. Our mad uncle. He is our uncle because Gauranga Mahaprabhu is our dad, our father. But he is completely mad. What Nityananda Prabhu would do is, he would not knock at a stranger's door. They would open the door, he would slide in without even being invited. Whatever he could find precious, he would take that in his hands. And he said, chant Hare Krishna or I will break this. Then you have to chant. And then they would have to chant, now don't stop because it is an offense. So they have taken Hare Krishna Mahamantra now. He would dive underwater, fight with a crocodile, catch hold of the throat of crocodile and said, say Hare Krishna or I will kill you. So the crocodile has to say Hare Krishna now. So this is how Nityananda Prabhu would preach. Savadhutam, we say every day, right? Sadavaitam, Savadhutam, Parijana Sahitam, Krishna Chaitanya Devam. So these are the avadhuts. So Lord Shiva is one of those avadhuts. But like even in the morning class I said, we should never imitate such great personalities. Mahadev, he is one of the Mahajans. How many Mahajans are there? 12. He is one of the Mahajans. Who is Mahajan? Mahajan are those people in whose footsteps we must follow. And they are the people who know God very, very closely. That is why they give us the signs of Lord Krishna. And Lord Shiva is always doing that. Once Mother Parvati, she wanted to worship. So she said, I am worshipping on my own, you are worshipping on your own, let's worship together. So then they were worshipping. Now Mother Parvati, she does Vishnu Sahasranam every day. Vishnu Sahasranam is the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. It takes around 30 minutes to recite the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. Lord Shiva completed his prayers in 30 seconds. So after 30 minutes, Mother Parvati asked, how did you complete in 30 seconds? Then he says, Ishvara Uvacha, Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranam Tattulyam Rama Rama Varaname. So he's telling to his wife, Varaname is Mother Parvati. He's saying Ishvara Uvacha. Ishvara is Lord Shiva. He's saying to her that Shri Rama 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 iti. Sahasra means thousands in Sanskrit. Sahasranam tat tulyam. Tulya means value is equal. 1,000 equals to 3. 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu equals to 3 names of Lord Ram. So I just needed to say Ram, Ram, Ram. And my Vishnu Sahasranam is completed. So he's always meditating on Lord Ram's name. So he's teaching us actually. Who can do 87,000 years of Ram now? Anyone? No, it's Lord Shiva. So whenever we are lacking in our sadhana, we must pray to Lord Shiva. That like you actually do this Ram Nam, you take the holy names of Lord, you also give us this power or bless us, give us this mercy so that we can actually chant. So Lord Shiva in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, Lord Hanuman actually comes as Murari Gupta. Okay? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he once approaches Murari Gupta and he said, everyone is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I have never heard you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So your homework for the day is, you will chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Next day, Murari Gupta, he did not come to the assembly of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu asked, where is Murari Gupta? They find out that he is going to commit suicide. Now Mahaprabhu said, get him back. He must not commit suicide. Get him back. What happened? What's the matter? So Murari Gupta is called back. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, what happened? Murari Gupta says, I am an offender. I offended you. How did you do that? So he says, I know that you are the original personality of God. You are Krishna yourself. And you gave me an order. You gave me the order to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But all I could chant was Ram, 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 Ram. I could not chant. So I should commit suicide, I should give up my life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Murari Gupta and he said, this was my pastime, I wanted to show to the whole world. This is the addiction of holy name. One who is addicted to the holy name, they cannot chant anything else. You are addicted to Ram Nam. There is no difference between Krishna and Ram. Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nidhi Sarva Shaktis Tatrar Pita Niyamita Sarade Akara. What does that mean? Nam Nam Akari Bahudha. There are many names of Lord. Prabhupada used to say in his lecture, Allah, Jesus, all are names of God. Sarva Shaktis, what does it mean? Every name has been invested with the same power. There is no difference. So whoever is your worshipable deity, you take their name. But chanting, Harer Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva Gate. In this Kalyug, there is no other means than chanting the names of the Lord. It could be any name of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, but it should be a name. And the recommended name for this age is, so Lord Brahma says this, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Iti Shodasha Ankavanamanam Kali Kalmasha Nashanam. Nata Parataropaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. He is saying that with my 4 heads, I have completely read the 4 Vedas. And after scanning through the pages of the Vedas, I am telling you my verdict. That Iti Shodasha Ankavanamanam. Shodas in Sanskrit means 16. This 16 syllable Naam, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Kali Kalmasha Nashanam, is going to burn away all the sins of Kali Yuga. Natat Parataropai, and there is no other means. Nothing else you do is going to take you back to Godhead, but the chanting of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Lord Shiva is teaching us that. So after there was a discussion, Lord Brahma, he then persuades Mother Maina, and then she says, fine. And then Mother Parvati, she requests Lord Shiva to come in his original beautiful form. Now Lord Shiva, what is the form of Lord Shiva? His complexion is white. Karpuravaram Varunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendravaram Sadasandam Vidyavinde Bhavam Bhavani Saranam Namami. So Karpuravaram Karunavataram. What is Karpur? Karpur is camphor. Kapoor, right? Karpur is camphor. Camphor is whitish in complexion, whitish. Some people paint Lord Shiva as bluish. No, that's not the case. He's whitish in complexion. Now he is whitish, but he is Neelakant. This portion is bluish. Why? We know the story of how he drank the poison, the halahal vish. Again, something to be learned from that lesson. So when they were churning the ocean, milk ocean, the first thing that came out was poison. So when we are churning, when we are chanting, when we are in the devotional path, the first thing that is going to come out is all our anarthas. Lust, anger, greed, pride, illusion, envy. So that is why when you see any devotee with these qualities, don't get agitated or don't misunderstand them. It is because they are actually churning all their anarthas. So the first thing that's going to come out of me is all my bad qualities when I chant. So people say, oh, you are chanting, you should be very calm and quiet, but you are so aggressive, you are this, you are that. Because I am working upon myself. I am cleaning myself. You are not doing that. That is why you may appear very calm, but that is not the reality. A day will come when I will become calm and composed. But now it's churning process going on. So the first thing that comes out is poison, whatever anarthas we have. It was burning the complete world. So they all approached Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva took permission from his wife. He comes and then he drinks the poison. And because the poison should not go inside, Lord Ram came and Lord Ram was here to save his devotee, Lord Shiva. Now, some people misrepresent Lord Shiva that he smokes marijuana, ganja. That is completely false and a bad name to all the devotees of Lord Shiva. Any Shastra, Shiva Puran, Garud Puran, you read any Bhagavad Puran, it is never mentioned in any Shastra that Lord Shiva smokes ganja or marijuana. It is the foolish people, on the pretext of Lord Shiva, they do all the nonsensical things. Lord Shiva only takes Dhatura. Dhatura is a poisonous tree. Why he takes Dhatura is because after he drank the poison, his sense of taste was lost. He could not taste anything after that. Whatever we eat, if you know what is that disease where you cannot, so everything becomes kadwa, what is?
Fever.
Dengue, jaundice.
Jaundice. When you have jaundice, whatever you eat, even sweet, it would appear it won't be sweet, it won't be pleasant, right? So similarly, Lord Shiva, he takes Dhatura. Why? Because Dhatura is also a poison and it counteracts the poison. But if you and I take, we will die. Even if we take the poison, we will all die. Isn't it? So people, they misrepresent Lord Shiva because they want to enjoy all those things. So he has never ever taken any such thing as marijuana in his whole Shastra that we have read so far. Which Shastra they read, we don't know. But the Shastra that we read, it is nowhere mentioned. Okay, so please keep that in mind. And the appearance of Lord Shiva, why he appears such way? The reason behind it is Lord Shiva used to be a good boy. He still is, but like shaven head and everything, and this tilak and everything. He was proper in a devotee attire all the time. What was happening is that all his associates, they are now bhoot, pret, pisach, they are vampires, they are ghosts, they are spirits, goblins, and the whole fraternity. Now they would do all mischievous things. They would do all the mischievous thing wearing tilak because they would follow their master. They would also wear dhoti, kurta and tilak, and they would do all the things. Now the complaint went to Lord Vishnu that you see the Shivgan, they are doing all these things. So Lord Vishnu invoked the Sudarshan Chakra. You go and kill those people. Now when Sudarshan Chakra saw devotees, tilak and dhoti kurta and kanthi mala, they said, how can we kill devotees? A Vaishnava aparadh. So he goes back to Lord Vishnu, says this. Now Lord Vishnu has to go on an emergency meeting with Lord Shiva. He says, see Lord Shiva, you will have to do changes to your appearance now. You don't look like a Vaishnava anymore. Don't do that. Now you assume the form of a Avadut. So all the followers started assuming the form of Avadut. And then the Sudarshan Chakra was able to kill everyone. So that is why he assumed such form. It's on the... So very, very beautifully one saint has said, दीन दयाल सुनिवे सब जब ते तब ते मन में कछु ऐसी बसी है तेरो कहाओ कि जाओ कहाँ अब तेरे नाम की फेट कसी है तेरो सहारे एक मलुक प्रभु सोना कोई दूजो जसी है एहो मुरारी पुकारी कहीं अब मेरी हंसी नहीं तेरी हंसी है. It means that you say left, I will turn left, you say right, I will turn right, you ask me to jump, I will jump. Whatever you say, my Lord, I do that. Lord Shiva means that to Lord Vishnu and same, vice versa. They reside in each other's heart. So Lord Shiva said, so be it. It doesn't matter to me if I look like a Vaishnava or if I look like a madman. Whatever you have said, I'm going to do that. And then he assumed such form that we know today with ashes and with matted hair, locked hair, with snakes and everything. So the people, they followed and then Sudarshan Chakra was able to kill them very easily. So finally Lord Shiva comes in his beautiful Lord Shiva form, Karpur form, and then everyone becomes so happy seeing them. And something also very special happened here was that this was the only Bharat in the whole world where the feast happened before the main fairas. They had the feast first because they doubted that after seeing Lord Shiva, they are not going to do this, proceed with this marriage. So at least we have made it so far, let us eat first. And then like we will be having food downstairs, meals, they were also seated. And when they started giving the food, they did not know where to put because many of them did not even have head. So now they don't know which side to put, here or here. They could only hear a voice, what are you thinking, just put. So then after some time, the whole eating was finished and then the actually Fera That happened. And then what happened is, then the first thing Mother Parvati does is, she hears Ram Katha. Because in my last Ram Navami lecture, I have given you the backstory that how Mother Sati, she had doubted Lord Ram, then she had to burn her body, and then she reappeared as Mother Parvati, and now they get married because she had offended Lord Ram. Previously, she remembered that. So now the first thing after marriage, she says to Lord Shiva is, please tell me Ram Katha. And then Lord Shiva narrates Ramayana. Do not take Lord Shiva as an ordinary person. Like we have given you this chart. Adi, Madhya, Ant, everything depends on Lord Shiva. Everything that we are doing today, Sanskrit, comes from Lord Shiva, the knowledge. Singing from Lord Shiva. Dancing, he is Nataraj. All the art form comes from Lord Shiva. The bhakti that we are doing comes from Lord Shiva. In Ramcharitmanas it is written that unless we get the mercy of Lord Shiva, we cannot be Hari Bhakta. We have to have the mercy of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is Lord Shiva is one of the few, the only personalities who has written great literatures, and he has written Radha Kataksh Stotra. To understand Radharani is impossible. Krishna, every yuga, has to take Mahaprabhu's avatar just to understand Radharani. Still he cannot understand Radharani. It is said that नारद से सुख व्यास रटे पचिहारे तो पुनि पार न पावे ताही अहीर की छोर हिया छिया बर छाछ पे नाच नचावे. So all the great personalities, they are running behind Lord Krishna. To understand him, they fail. And Lord Krishna is running behind Radharani, and he fails. He cannot understand Radharani. But Mahadev, because he is in the form of a devotee, he has written the great Radha Kataksh Stotra on Srimati Radharani, understanding and explaining the glories of Srimati Radharani. And it is said that whoever recites gets Prajabhas after reciting that stotra. So just imagine, once there was one of the great Shiv Bhakt by the name Narsingh Mehta. Now understand the relationship between Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna. Narsingh Mehta, he was insulted by his sister-in-law, so he goes, and then he had nowhere to go. He fainted outside the temple of Lord Shiva, and he fainted there for 3 days. Now Mother Parvati, she took pity on Lord Shiva, on Narsingh Mehta. She tells her husband that there is a devotee who is lying unconscious. Let's go and help him. So Lord Shiva comes with Mother Parvati, and then he says to Narsingh Mehta that you are my greatest devotee, Narsingh. He says, why my lord, I fainted here. He said, you didn't faint, it was an obeisances to me. So when we come here, we pay obeisances to God. He fainted, but then Lord Shiva said, it's not, I didn't take it as a faint, I took it as obeisances. And then he said, whatever you want, you ask from me. I am so happy with you. So Narsingh Mehta said, I don't know what to ask. Whatever is the best for you, you give me that. Now Lord Shiva was shocked. This had never happened before. Because generally people have a long list of what they want from God. But here, he said that whatever you desire, you do that for me. So Lord Shiva then said, the best thing according to me, the best according to me is the Rasa dance of Lord Krishna. So then he turns himself into Gopi Mahadev, Gopeshwar Mahadev, and then Narsingh Mehta as Narsi Sakhi or Narsi Gopi. And then they both go and they enter the Rasa Leela of Lord Krishna. And one more thing, there was one devotee of Lord Shiva, this is from Mahabharata. He used to envy Lord Vishnu. He said, I am a Shiv Bhakt, but I will never worship Lord Vishnu. He was jealous and envious of Lord Vishnu. Once he goes to Lord Shiva, and he says to Lord Shiva that when will I get liberation, salvation? I have been your devotee and I know that you give liberation. And we will settle down, please. Are there more people?
Can you please?
Okay, because it's okay. So Lord Shiva said that you won't get liberated at all. So he became very sad. He said, but my master, you have said that whoever worships you gets liberation, salvation. So what about me? He said, you will only get liberated when you worship Lord Vishnu. And then he explained the meaning of Lord Krishna. So one of the name of Lord Krishna is Keshav. And he said, Ka means Lord Brahma. Why? Because in the Vyakaran, Ka is the first letter. Ka, Kha, Ga, Kha, Ga, Cha, Cha, Ja, Ja, Ya. If you have read the Vyakaran, right? And Lord Brahma is the first person in this creation. That is why he is denoted by Ka. He said, I am known as Ishwar. Who? Lord Shiva is called Ishwar. So Ka is Lord Brahma, I am Ishwar, and Va means Vash. Vash means to control someone. A personality that controls Ka and Ishwar is called Keshav. So someone who controls Brahma and Mahesh and Lord Shiva is Krishna, Keshav. So if you are envious towards Lord Krishna, no matter how much you worship me, you will never get liberated. And it is vice versa. Any Vaishnava who envies Lord Shiva doesn't understand the glories of Lord Shiva or takes Lord Shiva as someone ordinary, they will never reach Lord Krishna. They will never get Krishna prema. Because Lord Shiva, as per Srimad Bhagavatam, is Vaishnava Yatha Shambhu. He is the greatest of Vaishnavas. Now we are taught that whenever a devotee comes, we have to pay obeisances. A sannyasi comes, we have to pay obeisances, else it will be an offense. He is the greatest Vaishnava. So why wouldn't we pay obeisances to Lord Shiva? What is the problem? Isn't it? If we are passing by a Shiv temple, then what is the problem in stopping and paying dandavats and obeisances? He is a Param Vaishnava. But people don't understand because they think that Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva are two different people. That is the misconception we have cleared here. Sadashiv and Narayan Tattva, they are the same platform, on the same platform. There is no difference. Brahma Samhita has clarified further that yogurt or curd comes from milk. It's the same product. It's milk product. But from milk comes yogurt. So from Krishna comes Lord Shiva. Even in the Bhagavad Gita he says, of the Rudras I am Shiv. He mentions that, isn't it? There is no difference between Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva, and if we insult one or the other, there is no way we are going to go back to Krishna Lok. And also one more clarification. So the 10 name offenses that we take, and then we say to not consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal or independent of the names of the Lord Vishnu. There also what it means is Lord Shiva is not a demigod. He is a tattva that is between God and demigod. Shiva is one of the tattva. There are 4 tattvas that are difficult, they are impossible to comprehend and to understand. Guru tattva, Radha tattva, Dham tattva and Shiva tattva. These 4 with our tiny, minute intelligence and brains, we can never understand. So that is why people don't understand what is the Shiva Tattva. Shiva Tattva is basically Guru Tattva. Lord Shiva is the original Guru. He has spoken the first Srimad Bhagavatam to Shukadev Goswami. He has spoken Ramayana to Mother Parvati, and he has given the glories of the Bhagavad Gita. In the Padma Puran, you find the Gita Mahatma that has been spoken by Lord Shiva. So all the knowledge that we are getting today is all coming from Lord Shiva. And who gives knowledge? तद्विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेशयन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनः तत्त्वदर्शिनः. Jnani, knowledgeable person, a guru, he is guru. So that is why to offend Lord Shiva for Vaishnavas is the top-notch Vaishnava aparadh. And we must never even dream, and we must as some ordinary demigod, because now we know by fact, by tattva, that he is actually a tattva of its own. That is neither God, neither demigod, but he is a form of Lord Krishna. When Lord Krishna has to come in contact with the material nature, he takes 3 forms, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. And then he does the whole creation, and in the end he annihilates everything. So we are way above time. I'm going to stop here. If there is any question, we can just take in 5 minutes, or you can reach out later as well. Only questions, no comments or anything.
I have.
Yeah.
Sorry, Babuji.
Quickly.
Hare Krishna, Babuji. Hare Babuji, thank you for lecture. Actually, I have a question that you said Sadashiv is the extension Shiva is an extension of Sadashiv. That's why we consider Lord Shiva as a demigod. So in the same way,
We do not consider him as a demigod.
he.
He's playing the role of a demigod.
So in the same way, can we also consider Garbhodak Vishnu as a demigod?
No, no. Because Garbhodakshai Vishnu always retains his potency as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is not assuming the form of a demigod, or he is not assuming the form of serving. He is still the. So understand, there are two gods. One is the God that is served, and the second is the God that serves. There is a difference. Lord Balram is Lord Krishna. There is no difference between these two. But Lord Krishna is served, ED, and Lord Balram serves Lord Krishna. So similarly, Lord Shiva here is assuming the form of serving Lord Krishna in the creation of this universe, maintenance of this universe, and annihilating of this universe. So because he is serving, that is why he is assuming the form of a demigod. But Mahavishnu is not doing that. He is saying from here onwards, Lord Shiva, you are on your own. You take care of everything.
Like Garbhodak Vishnu,
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu Prabhu, he is just given birth to Lord Brahma. Okay. Lord Vishnu is Vishnu Tattva. Lord Vishnu will never. So there are three tattvas. Understand? One is Vishnu Tattva. Okay. One is Jiva Tattva. That is all of us. Lord Vishnu will always remain Lord Vishnu, no matter what. Even if he comes as Lord Krishna, Lord Ram, people misunderstand him as someone ordinary. No, he is always Vishnu. We are Jiva Tattva, and then there is a Shakti Tattva. But other than these three, there is another Tattva, that is Shiva Tattva. Okay, it's a unique, a peculiar Tattva on its own. But understand that Vishnu Tattva can never come into any other categories like Shiva Tattva or Shakti Tattva or Jiva Tattva. It is completely reserved for Vishnu Tattva.
thank you so much.
Okay? Yes, sir.
If there is no question, I have the quiz question.
Prabhu, we are way over time. Probably next lecture. Next Sunday.
For the free Bhagavad Gita, the quiz question.
Okay, you want to ask now?
Yeah.
Okay, please.
Okay. Thank you very much for the lecture. Very interesting. Very detailed. I am giving two people who will answer the question correctly. One Bhagavad Gita each. And no prompting, just answer the question. Okay. The Prabhupada went to France. Usually the devotees on the top scale will organize meetings with the most important people in the country. Very good. When he went to France, who did he speak to, and what was the discussion about? Who did he speak to in France, and what was the discussion about? That's in the early 70s he went to France. Anybody could answer, even the most senior person can answer these questions.
Prabhu, very difficult question.
Did you hear me?
Yes, we did hear you.
Clearly. Sorry, I grabbed the mic, I'm okay.
Do you need a mic, Prabhu?
Yeah. I'm waiting for the first answer. Hello, can you hear me?
It's
I'm waiting for the first answer.
Probably can you repeat the question?
You want me to repeat the question? When Prabhupada went to France in the early 70s, the senior devotee disciples will always arrange for him to speak to the most important people in the country, the good ministers or whatever it is. Who did he speak to in France, and what was the discussion about?
Charles de Gaulle.
Sorry?
He spoke to Charles de Gaulle.
No.
The bishop,
Sorry?
the bishop in France.
I think we'll have to give you that as correct. But
He was a religious head of the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
And he discussed about the cow.
Yeah, he spoke to the cardinal.
To the cardinal.
Not the bishop, the cardinal.
Yeah,
The
religious
cardinal is
head.
above the bishop.
Yes.
Okay, that's one answer, okay.
And
What
he
did they
discussed about the
discuss?
cow. About animal food, about about the
No,
eating of
not
animals.
quite the correct answer, no. He asked, the discussion was about not eating meat. Because in the fifth commandment it says that thou shalt not kill. When he asked the cardinal, why are you killing animals and eating them? He said, but God has allowed us to do that. Then Prabhupada convinced him, or not convinced him, told him that that was not correct. Okay? So you have part of the answer there. Okay? I'll have to give, as nobody else gave an answer, I'll have to give the Bhagavad Gita.
Haribol.
Second question. Second question. Prabhupada, during his lectures, once asked a question as to which animal the devotee asked Prabhupada which animal he would consider the best or loved or he liked.
Lion?
No prompting.
Yes?
Bull?
Cow?
Horse.
Cow?
No.
A lion?
No.
Buffalo?
Horse.
Sea lion?
Everybody is guessing now.
He answered
What's his
Prabhuji.
answer?
Put your hand up who has the correct answer.
Prabhuji, please, Prabhuji answered.
Peacock? Peacock?
Please, Prabhuji answered horse.
Horse.
Peacock?
Correct.
Haribol.
Why did you say the horse was the best animal he considered?
Lion?
Most beautiful.
Because it is the strength and his and other characteristics. Okay. But this second part is a two-part question. Sorry. You have Yudhishthir had an animal which he liked.
A lion? A horse?
What is that animal that Yudhishthir liked?
Dog.
A cat?
You said dog first.
Dog.
Why did you say dog? Okay, yeah, you did. That's correct. Dog is correct. Okay?
Devotees to pata hai.
And I'm going to ask the two of you now, as you have given one answer and you have given one answer of the two.
It's a tie.
Right?
No, you can give the Prabhuji.
I'll give it to you. Okay.
So, anyone here who does not have a Bhagavad Gita and would like one for free?
Free of cost.
Free Bhagavad Gita.
Who don't have Bhagavad Gita, please raise your hand.
Give.
हो गया
Hari Bol.
हो गया
Mataji, if you want, you can also give to another Mataji.
That Prabhuji was answered.
Okay, sorry. So we'll go on to the next part of the lecture now. Sorry, of the program, that is Gaur Aarti. So we can all stand up. Then we'll have Gaur Aarti.
Thank you for the class, Prabhuji. Grace of
His Grace Abhiraj Prabhuji ki Jai. Thank you, His Grace Abhiraj Prabhuji, by saying Hare Krishna one time. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. You have.
Shri Gauritai ki Jai. Gauritai ki Jai. श्री श्री पंचतत्व की श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर किसी कविताय घी किसी पंचतत्व की जय मुश्किपाद परमहंस प्रकाश श्रीमद विजयमंदिर अभय चरण अरविंद स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय मुश्किपाद परमहंस परिविकाचार्य राष्ट्रत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती महाराज की गौर किशोरदास बाबा महाराज की भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाराज की नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की ईश्वर गोस्वामी प्रभु वृंद की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौर गोपीनाथ श्याम मुकुंद राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की द्वारकापुर धाम की अयोध्यापुर धाम की जगन्नाथपुर धाम की मायापुर धाम की श्री पंढरपुर धाम की श्री श्री विठल भगवान की गंगा माय की जमुना माय की गौरी नर्मदा सिंधु की चंद्रभागा मैया की वृंद देव भक्त देव तुलसी महारानी की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की और ग्लोरी ससमोली और ग्लोरी ससमोली और ग्लोरी ससमोली और ग्लोरी गुरु एंड गॉड जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय नमस्ते नरसिंहाय लक्ष्मीपति श्री नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे। So we can proceed downstairs for Prashadam now. Aishani? Okay. Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Brahmani Vishwas ke nagdayinte Harira Vidyasar Jadendiya Kahika Vive Sarve Vishe Sagare Amar Mati Bhakti Logo Mohit Durmati Bhakti Bhakti Sankare Krishna bada dayamay Hori jare divasya Prasadam divahai Hey Namapao Kuchi Radha Krishna Bindo Kuchi Pancha Jakha Bindo Hey Gita Koti Chaitanya Jai Mani Jai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Jagaita Jagannatha Shri Rasadi Gaurapatavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
हो गया लास्ट प्लेट दे दिया लास्ट प्लेट हो गया